And on today's edition of Will They or Won't They, Te-Hina Paopao had something to say, y'all. Check out this video that her and South Carolina released yesterday.
Coach Staley talked to you about just, before making it official.
Just being a leader and being the player that she knows that I can be. Just come in a mindset that you just got to compete for everything.
I have to take this call to you.
Hey, Coach. It's me and my dad.
Hey, Pop.
Hey, Coach.
What's going on, Mr. Paopao?
I've been thinking a lot about what you and South Carolina have meant to T and our whole family. Last summer, you promised us that T would have another family in South Carolina looking out for her. In your program, she found a place she could flourish, be happy, and revive her love for the game of basketball. You promised T that you could get her ready for the next level in a program like South Carolina. The past 6 months have been everything we thought they could be for our whole family. They have given T life, and we are so thankful for that. But Coach, real talk. What we really called to tell you is that these last 6 months have not been enough. T wants more. So as we say in the neighborhood, from Philly to Oceanside, back to South Carolina.
Paopao steps back and knocks down another one. On fire.
Quiets the crowd. Te-Hina Paopao shoots it better than anyone in the nation.
Hey, Coach, let's run it back.
So as y'all heard in the video, she is returning for another season for South Carolina because she didn't have enough. One season was not enough for Te-Hina Paopao. She is a player who transferred to South Carolina this season. She came from Oregon, and she's been balling for South Carolina this year. She is a player who has given this team much needed shooting, especially for the three-point line. All right, so let's look at her stats so far this season. So far, she is averaging 11.5 points a game with 3.8 assists per game. And most importantly, as I said, this girl can shoot. And she is averaging 48.6% from the three-point line, which is basically the top in the country at that metric. Te-Hina Paopao is a player that can get you much needed points. She's also a player that can get to the basket if she needs to. She's a player who can. Te-Hina Paopao is a three-point specialist. She is. But also, she does more than just shooting three-pointers. She can get some two-pointers as well. She can get to the free throw line. She can play some solid defense. Te-Hina Paopao is very good. And the fact that she has decided to return to South Carolina next season, to me, just, again, puts South Carolina in the running to possibly go undefeated next season as well. Because she is just that type of player. You have basically everybody else returning, or we assume returning for South Carolina next season. The question marks were around Tahina, it was around Sakima, and it was around Kamilla Cardoso. Now we know Tahina's status. Now the question is, what will Kamilla Cardoso do? Will she decide to return to South Carolina next season, or will she enter the WNBA draft? One thing to know is, she for sure is going to be a lottery pick. Te-Hina Paopao was, in my opinion, was a first-round pick in the WNBA draft this season. Sort of a later first-round pick in the WNBA draft. So it kind of makes sense, the fact that she decided to opt to stay in school. For Kamilla Cardoso, the question is, okay, well, you're going to be close to a lottery pick, if not a lottery pick. Are you going to enter the WNBA draft, or are you going to wait? Because I think if Kamilla stays too, then it's over, y'all. It's over. It's over. And the team basically has the starting lineup on lock again. The questions are, will Kamilla Cardoso stay? You have Raven Johnson coming back next season. You have Te-Hina Paopao coming back. You have Bree Hall coming back. You have Chloe Kitts coming back. You have question mark around the center position on if Kamilla Cardoso will come back or not. If she does come back, then you have her again in the starting lineup. If she doesn't come back, then you got this girl named Ashlyn Watkins right on the wing, ready to take that center position for South Carolina. So yeah, I guess the question is, what will Kamilla do? When you look at this team, You know, they have some huge players coming off the bench, most notably Ashlyn Watkins and MiLaysia Fulwiley. And, you know, now Te-Hina Paopao is staying. So for sure, MiLaysia Fulwiley is not going to be starting next season, even though she is a starter on just about any other team. But for South Carolina, if she decides to stay with the team next season, she's not going to be a starter. Again, question mark with Kamilla Cardoso. But yeah, that is the video, guys. I did just want to let you all know what's going on there. Let me know in the chat, are you excited about Te-Hina Paopao deciding to return to South Carolina next season? How do you think that this impacts the positioning that she's going to be in the 2025 WNBA draft? How much do you think she's going to continue to improve next season? And also, let me know, guys, how far you think South Carolina will make it next season, because, yeah, they basically have the whole team, for the most part, on lock, assuming there's no transfers. So, yeah, let me know what you all think in the comments below. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.